Morning guys, it's been a while since I did a video on the EnchantedBellewitch channel. As you know, just to update, I'm no longer on my own YouTube. I have the mediumship development program which I'm going to be building, but really from another source and another part of the internet. I'm working to build the MDP program, so it doesn't have to be on YouTube. In this video today, because I called it moving past the ball, you know what I mean, or whatever, I can't say the bad word, but because obviously it will get censored. We've got to be able to move past all the stuff that we don't have control of in life. I got thinking with Belinda and we started talking, and I thought it is not our place to be worrying and putting all of our energy into the negative things that are going on in the world. I get the feeling that there are people who are in our circle, within our friendships, at home, around us in the community with myself and Belinda, that spend all their time worrying about the political things that are going on, worrying about the religious things that are going on, worrying about the financial things that are happening with regard to bankers and greed. I have taken the time to recognize through my meditation, through my inner self, working with myself to benefit relationships with other people, I have taken that time to just not pay mind to the bull crap that's going on, basically. It is important that we allow other people who are in the authority, in the position to deal with those problems. I've left a lot of people back there in England who really probably feel as if that it's their duty, their job and their traditional upbringing to worry about politics and to worry about religious matters, when really, what is our reality? Where is our reality? Is it in our home? Is it in our job? Is it around the people that we love? I think it is, and we tend to forget that. What if we put our energy and all of our time and effort into helping people in our family, keeping our family close together, making sure that the politics and religion that is horrible and cancerous, all these bad decisions being made by other people, don't get brought into the home. One of the things that we believe in our family home is that, yeah, we don't discuss the political problems that are going on or the religious problems that are happening, because our children don't believe in wanting to vote. That's fine. And they believe in practically just being a free person, living life, being the best they can be for themselves and helping those in need. And I think that's just wonderful. To move past all of that and not analyze and not make a small thing into a big problem and bringing other people's problems into your own life so that it affects what is going on around you, it's something that just cannot, we can't allow that to happen. We either can allow it to happen by just making it the main subject of our life in our head every day, or we can just remove it. And another thing, it isn't just about politics and religion. That seems to be something that is, well, it doesn't have to be centered in the world being the main point, because it can only be centered in the main thing to think about if we allow it. For me, it's not important. But there are other things that could be part of the bullcrap we need to avoid, and that is people that are saying bad things about us or doing bad things behind our backs. We have a choice. We remove them from our lives completely. We can give them chance after chance after chance, and they still won't change. They still keep hurting us. They still keep letting us down. They still keep being genuine, say that they're genuine with us, and then one minute they are saying something behind our back to another person. This is just used as an example. If we allow another person to believe that we are affected by their psychology, their mind games, making us believe that we're not good enough, making us believe that we are in, you know, that we should fear for our lives, or so on and so forth. the very thought of making them understand, if they see that we are feeling like that, then they very much would have the power in our lives, in our mind. I'm just going to connect to some of the messages that are going on. Let's see. All messages are visible. There we are. Hello from South Carolina, Janine. Tina, hi. Can't get the messages right there. Is it Scylla? Scylla? Let me see. Yes, I have a couple going through this at the last couple of days, and they see they feed off that. If you feed off the negative energy, you are allowing those problems, the burdens, to be on your shoulders. Why would we do that to ourselves? People feed off it. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Rachel, good morning from Michigan. Yeah, good morning to everybody from Texas here. It's very, very hot, actually. So if we have a mission where we're doing our work spiritually online, in the public, we are never going to get positive people all the time. They might be negative within themselves, so therefore we got to look to find out why they're negative within themselves. Probably because there's something in their past, in their life, that they haven't let go of, they haven't dealt with. You've got to deal with it first before you can say, I'm ready to move on. Or there might be something currently going on with their life. So we have to come to that understanding that, yes, they're negative and they're throwing all this at us. And then some might be vindictive, but they have a problem. We have to recognize they have a problem. I don't condone people's behavior. You can't use that excuse, my life is bad right now. I didn't mean to be that way. Or people are just generally mean and nasty, and they want to knock you from, you're the apple on the tree, and they want to knock you to the ground. Well, that's considered for me to be bull crap. Things that are just don't pay no mind to people that are being, yes, exactly, low vibration. That is the two words that I would say. They might feel that they are progressing through their journey to spread a message to other low vibration people, but yet really they are lacking and misunderstanding the true purpose as to why we're here. Maybe people at a low vibration, in their purpose, it's the test is to overcome that low vibration to become the high vibration. And if they can't do that, we can't change them. We can't make them be something that they're not. So let them be what they are and what they already know. Maybe that's all they know. And it's okay. I think trying to change people who are of a low vibration that will never change, it's just going to take all that energy that you've gained from within yourself and make you feel as if though their problems are yours, and that is not meant to be that way. You have to focus, what is my reality? So anybody could mention right now in this video, if I ask you, any of you, no, you can't change anyone, and I love your input, I love everybody's input, good morning to you all. Scylla, I love your input too. I want to ask you, and I want to ask others, what is your reality? And if we move past all the bull crap, if we can move past it all, ignore it. That's not your reality, the politics. It's not your reality, the religion. It isn't. If there's problems, the good bits are. But the problems are not yours to bear. They're not yours to worry about. However, if there's abuse within the church and religion, that is something we stand up for. Like anything else that is happening, which if there is major crime in all areas, we are going to do all that we can to fight that and to help communities become stronger. But really, the deeper inner problems of and horrible energy of politics and religion, and even finance and business, it isn't our problem. What is your reality? Your reality is at home. Creating your good and positive vibration, your high energy, your job, your children, your marriage, or partnership, boyfriend and girlfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend. Whatever relationship you're in, you have to build that. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, Janine, correct. Maybe perhaps that is part of our reality. That's what we believe. bring that comment that you said into your reality by saying, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Maybe me saying home and family is important to me, but what about that? Not saying anything good to someone is a bad part of your life that you need to change. You need to be better in yourself. I feel that the not having anything good to say, you need to take a look at yourself and recognize I need to be in a better place in my life. Belinda is still asleep. It's still a little bit early. It's actually just 8 o'clock. I've got 2 daughters. One, my 15-year-old daughter is in a competition, auditioning for the regional choir. It's regional now. She won last year. She's going for it again at her actual school, at middle school in McAllen. And then my other daughter is at school camp, just brushing up on her math for the STAR test. So I've been about all morning just dropping them off. So that's really my reality. Again, another example. My reality, I enjoy getting in the car, driving to my children, picking them up, bringing them home, feeding them, making sure that they're okay, talking to them. If they have any appointments, I'm there to take them where they need to be. That is all part of the spiritual journey. But part of my spiritual work and growth in myself is to bring up children around me, my children, with Belinda, to make sure that they're ready for the outside world. And that is all part of that journey. People say, I'm doing this for the community, I'm doing that, and I'm getting constant awards for this, and I'm graduating. Well, okay, that's your reality. Well done. I'll give them the positive affirmations and words of wisdom to help them journey to greater heights. But they're missing one thing. Most of these people that come to me might be a parent and they've not once mentioned their children and their reality of their marriage and at home. And they think about what's outside. That's not bullshit, but being at home, it all starts at home first before you can take it out into the community. Let's see some more messages. Well, at the end of the day, we have to look for being equal as one. And part of my reality is to recognise men and women as the same. That women out there go out to work hard, men go out there to work hard, but some go out there to use it as a control issue, power, and that power starts to spiral out of control, fall into the ground, because then you could start off by making good decisions, but then you could then start by controlling other people and then someone else. And then other people might accept that as okay, because you're a manager above other people, but then someone might see it as a disrespect and not take it that way, or sexist. And I think sometimes we have to think carefully before we make careful decisions, before we can, do good things. Men and women need to be able to work together to recognise that it's not just about the intimate relationship. It's not just about having that emotional relationship. It's about actually working with each other business-wise too, recognising the strengths in the woman on how effective she can be in management skills, how good she can be with multitasking in various different ways, and leading a team calmly and effectively. And being a leader means that you are responsible for people behind you and everyone standing at the side of you. And that's what a mother is all about. And I talk about my wife, Belinda, where what does a mother mean? Well, Belinda could describe it so much more better because she's in those shoes. I could describe what father means. But for mother, for her being in that position, It's someone who never will stop being there for their children, someone who will always love them unconditionally, someone who will never falter, never turn their backs on the people, children that she brought into the world. And that's what part of motherhood is all about, never giving up, always on their feet. But sometimes I have to tell Belinda to close down, just sit and rest. The children are fine. They're independently able to do the things that you are helping them with daily. They can do that, and it's just a common, normal thing a mother does. And they can't help. A woman in her position as a mother can't help feeling that way. But it is always right to rest the mind, body, and spirit. The mind is racing, and I know that there are situations where men in the world are in that position only, and the mother isn't there. And there are tragic circumstances where there are horrible custody battles where we feel for these families. Never mind the judge and prosecution and defendant, the lawyers dealing with that. It is people like us that need to send prayers out to the children of this world that have to go through the split up of a mom and dad, and we have to be thankful for what we have. It goes back to our reality. Are we happy with the reality that we have? Are we appreciative? Are we thankful for it? Do we show gratitude for it? Because when you've got two parents standing by each other's side, holding each other's hand and walking and telling each other, you don't need to look back. It's important that we look ahead and not turn to the past. That's when you've got two good parents that are going to show the our children to be good, stable, strong human beings in this world. And already from 8 years old up to 18 years old, there's this uniqueness in our children. They have found it within themselves to be choosing in this world to be kind, to be compassionate, to be generous, to be a strength for someone else, to be good, a communicator, everything. Yeah, often it isn't just parents, aunts and uncles, grandparents often do take that role as parent. And it is important that we recognise other family members, because it isn't just parents that can help us through those problems. We might have had a grandmother that played mom in our lives, played that role, and it's like Spirit are giving us that particular family member a chosen choice in life to be with us, to protect us, to take care of us. And yet again, I think about those people in the world that don't have anybody and never have had anybody, but their spirit have learned to get on with things without people. But that's when they find it hard to trust, or they're weirded out by people actually finally, as they grow older, come to them to offer their support. And if I didn't have anybody, if nobody helped me, if nobody gave me a good childhood and never had everything that I have now, and then somebody suddenly helped me while I was in a crisis, I would be weirded out, because we're not used to people coming to us. We're not used to people asking, asking us that question, are you all right? If you're not used to it, you're not going to take to, accepting people's support. And the more that we allow people in, the more that we're going to learn about ourselves, the more we're going to learn about people, about how they live their lives, how they make the choices in their own problems. Somebody helping you might tell you their problems, and they might say, this is how I dealt with it. And at the moment, I have a problem that I'm still dealing with, but that is what friendships are for, to listen to one another. Even if you can't give the advice or help your friend, you can listen. And perhaps they just need that time to vent out or talk to you, because some people need it. And it is about trust. It is about letting go of that fear and that insecure feeling inside that other people made you feel, because you love them so much and they hurt all the time, and they put you in this insecure feeling to this day but we have to break through it, and we have to trust. Can't live in fear. We can't walk the path and think, oh my God, I'm not sure if I'm going to let that person in, even though they're a wonderful, fantastic person, but I don't know if I'll let them in because I'm afraid of getting hurt. We can't live life like that. Our reality is to take risks. We're never going to be able to escape pain and loss and tragedy. That is all part and parcel of the life that we live. The part of life is to experience love, to experience letdown, to experience disappointment, to experience even anxiety and fear. But we need to overcome those problems. If they're being brought to us, it's because our spirit within needs to deal with anxiety or fear. And if we are not addressing it, then it's going to keep coming back till we do. It is all about the mind. In the mind, I think it is all very psychological. To get someone to believe that they are strong, that they are worth something, that they have a purpose in this world is difficult, especially when they have been made to believe from an early age that they're not. It's hard, but let's wait for this car to go by. But we can get them to that stage gradually as we build a friendship and a stable bridge with that person. We are able to listen to them daily or weekly. They can come to us and build a friendship, talk about their problems, and they gradually in their mind psychologically start to say, I can do this, I will do this, I'm not going to doubt myself anymore. I believe that the universe is on my side. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in projection, higher vibrations, healing. I believe that I have spirit on my side, my guides. I know who I am. I know where I stand. I know my direction. I don't feel lost anymore. If you can answer and feel that, you're answering them already, that you're by saying it. I am positive. I am a free person to be able to express. No one will stop me from expressing. I am going to make someone else's life happy because I'm happy within myself, because I love myself. I can love others because I grasp the concept of being able to let go of the hate, being able to let go of the hurt and not allow it to control me. Therefore, I can love myself. So, can you see how I've just connected within myself, but also used spirit to allow to connect through me, channel through me with those words, as we've come from anxiety and depression and not believing enough in yourself. You can go all the way to saying, I can, I will, I am, and no doubting at all in the journey. To doubt, say for example, we say something in our intention through a spell work, and Belinda's probably talked about this so many times, and then you start doubting it afterwards, or you aggravate the situation. For example, if it's a relationship and you aggravate the partner that you've just done a spell on, or you've asked someone to do a spell and you've aggravated it, that is kind of worse than doubting it. You need to be able to keep that flow of energy, good flow of vibration flowing, nurture it, take care of it. Don't change the course of history by saying, I must have an argument with my partner today. That really isn't your real reality. You're just frustrated because it's not happening for you. It will only happen for you if you feed, if you nurture the plant, if you water it. You've just planted a seed in your spell. You water it, you start to get the roots come through in the soil, the stability, the strength. You start to get like some foundation bound, like a strong groundedness in the soil with the plant, and then the seed will start to grow a stalk, or it will start to grow leaves and branches. You're nurturing something, so it's going to proceed to something better and greater. That is my theory on planting a seed. If we can't nurture it and we start to cause arguments with our partner and we burn the plant with a blowtorch, we are not going to expect the plant to get a good chance of surviving. We are damaging something that could be beautiful, and it can only be beautiful through our own intention, through our own self-worth, our own confidence, our own ability to be able to take care of what we have. It is already there as a speck in the universe. It's just got to come down to us, and we've got to grab it in both hands and say, yes, I've been given this chance to be able to have a loving relationship, a strong, prosperous future, a good career. I've been given the strength to feel good about myself, and now I'm going to keep it that way. And there are going to be people in their own reality that are hateful, that will not want you to move forward, but it's not about a question of them not wanting you to. You're allowing them to make you feel as if you shouldn't, and that is another problem. Allowing them to make you feel as if they have control, and they don't. You are in power. You have the power to control your own life, your own mind, body, spirit, and it is important we work with the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, and the spirit, and know that if you allow someone to come in and take control, you are doing the total opposite that I said. It's time to stay in control or take back control of your life, because if someone is trying to take control of you or say something about you, you're paying attention to their bullcrap. You're paying attention to that little lot of bullcrap that's politics and religion and people's problems. It is important that we don't get sucked into that circle of energy. A hateful person can be thrown in the circle with politics and religion, that bad energy. Some of it's good, but some of it is terrible. But we don't need to worry about it. We better ourselves to better the earth. We can't better the earth and then better ourselves. It's like you can't love the earth and then love yourself afterwards. It's like people. Love yourself first. Learn the concept of what it feels like, what it means. Appreciate the body, mind, and spirit. And then you can love everyone else around you. There's a lot of people putting a lot of effort into helping communities, loving people around them, being a strength for others, just to, feel better about the mistakes that they've had in life, they've made, but that's not the way to deal with it. The way to deal with it is to love the self first, then you give it what you've got. Your potential can go out into the outside world to help people, to make them feel safe in their own environment, to do whatever you need to. Good morning, Justin. Good morning. So this video is about moving past all the bullcrap. Do we care about the bigger decisions in life that are in authority, such as religion and politics? No. We can step out of it. Don't be part of it, because your reality is your career, your home, the people that are in your home, to love the self, to deal with your own issues. Because if you were meant to juggle the main problems of the world, like politics and religion, then you would be in that position. If you're not, then you're meant to shape the world through being a strength in yourself, looking after you, and then you can contribute to the world with the good things that you feel within, with a higher vibration. So I'm going to leave it there, because that was a long video of connecting, and I know that we got from fear and anxiety and self-doubt to being someone who can believe with higher vibrations, good intention, and never to doubt a situation. Nurture what you have, take care of the people around you and yourself, and be thankful for what you have, and not worry and be upset or depressed about the things that you haven't gained yet. Maybe you'll never gain them, but you're going to tell yourself, I will, if you are going to persevere and you're going to be strong in that journey. And don't worry about what you've lost. Perhaps some things don't work out, but there are other things that will, and the journey is just there waiting for you to continue to walk with a partner, without a partner, but with a friend, and because there's always someone that cares. And I care about the people, but before all that, we have to love the self and know where we stand, who we are, what we're capable of. We know our purpose and we know our strengths, but we also have to recognize our weaknesses as well. Let me see this last message before I go. I was at at a sweet 16 and I was surprised at how one person was so negative and mean to other family members rather than celebrating the joy of the gathering and what it was meant for. It is sad, and we have major problems within families, but the test in a family is all those family members that have positive, higher vibrations within themselves, those that are able to deal with the issues of the past, those that are able to move forward and recognize that love and commitment and oneness as a family. If you can, all those people that can do that, they are able to overcome the negative. But we can't just give up on that negative family member. We have to do all that we can to help. And if we've tried every method, we can't say, and oh my God, I can't do this no more. I've done everything to help you, and you're not really seeing what we see. Well, they're different. They're seeing something else, and we can't make them change. They are who they are, and we have to just be there whenever they need us. But lay down, draw the line, and say, I'm not going to tolerate this either. I love you, but sometimes, because love doesn't mean you like the person all the time. Love means different to what saying when you say, actually, I don't like you sometimes, but I still love you because you are somebody in my life that I care about and you're in my family. You know, and there are people that I love and sometimes I don't like them as a person. And we can't like their negative. You can't pretend to say to that hateful person, I like you, when they're doing bad things. We can't lie to them. We have to be truthful. So there is another message and I'm going to let it be. And just, you can go back and play the video again. Yes, go to the gym. Actually, I'm actually going to go Monday and I'll probably do a few videos and messages. And so you could see my lifestyle, different lifestyle to where it is. And Belinda and Caleb, my eldest, have been to the gym and they're still doing that. And I think being part of that as a family shows we're building a strength and motivation, able to be fit and take care of the body. It's not just about the mind and the spirit. In order to have a strong body and healthy, the mind can be stimulated, the brain can be stimulated too. So therefore, we can connect with people in this reality in a good way and make good decisions and build our lives for the better. And also in our mind, we can connect in a spiritual way strongly to spirit. They want a strong mind there as well. And then the spirit can benefit from both the mind and the body being strong. And that is part of it all, really. All three being one. Yes, mind, body and soul. Good. I'm glad that people agree. I'm like thinking that there's a lot of people saying that there's one thing is more important than the other. It isn't. It isn't. They've all been put there. I know that they say Father, Son and the Holy Spirit in Christianity and Catholicism. That is their way and that is the same theory. It's the same theory. Put that into spiritualism as spiritualists and good people doing good everyday things for ourselves and other people. We put mind, body and spirit as the same, where it is one. And we need to become one in that and know who we are. Be a strength for yourself, the people that you love, and then you can put it into practice out in the outside world. So I'm going to say, because I know that there's probably some more messages. I like to read them before I go. Yes, boundaries for sure. No, thank you. Thank you all for being able to connect to me. And I felt the need. And actually, somebody who came to us last night, I'm not going to mention their name just for reasons, but it's in a good way. Such a wonderful soul they are. And they know who they are. And if they're watching, and I know that they could be watching, they inspired me to do another video and see other people inspire me. It's not about just me inspiring others. We inspire each other. We learn from each other. We take a little piece of what they want to say and what they know and their knowledge, and we put it into some of our life situations to see if actually that might work for my situation. And it did for me today. Doing an inspirational video made me feel better in myself. It made me say, this Spirit want me to say something today, and I'm going to connect to Spirit to give that knowledge to those that need it. And it's important that we listen to our own advice as well. Sometimes we're giving all this advice to others and we're not listening to our own advice when we need it the most. So I'm going to leave it there, and many blessings to you all, and have a wonderful day. And if there's any worries, just know that you can put that problem to the universe. Let the universe deal with it. We can focus on what's important, and that is our children, our life, our self. Just finally say, I'm putting to bed all of the worries that I've got. I'm beginning now to realize that I love myself. I am a human being with a purpose, and I'm going to live through that purpose and achieve my goals. And my goals are to love myself and never doubt my potential. My potential is going to be something that is going to affect other people around me. If I show doubt, if I show anxiety or hate or negativity, especially to children, monkey see, monkey do, they copy, and they're going to take that out into their reality when they're older with their children and their partner. What we do every day, every second, every minute, there's a ripple effect. We throw the stone in the water and there's ripples. There's always other people. There's another layer and another layer of people that will get affected by our very centered, that stone where we are, that, we think that it stops there. It doesn't. It affects everybody. So move past the bull crap. I can't say the other word. Maybe it's going to get censored with that word. But know that life is precious. Life is a joy if we want it to be. Our life is powerful if we allow our lives to be in control by ourselves. Wishing you as well a blessed day, and take care of yourselves, everybody. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to work on my mediumship development course, because I've got a manual that's building up now. Spirit are connecting to me, and for word is actually spirit. It's not me. And I've gone tired over that for the past few days. I've taken some time out, because if you can't take time out with what you're doing, your mind is going to be no good for somebody else or no good for the situation. You need to take the time out to recharge the batteries and then go back to it doing a better job or continuing on. Don't burn yourselves out. Don't work your energy to the ground, because you won't get the best out of yourself and other people if you don't recognize that, yes, I need to take time out for me. That's another thing. The mediumship development program, it starts around the 4th of May. I might push it further. If you are going to be interested in the course, let me know, and contact through Belinda, her email, and I will send you the manual. And it's 17 weeks of packed information, wonderful modules that we're going to go through, and it's life-changing. It's just something that's special, that I know is going to be something that Spirit want me to do at a good pace for everyone to be part of. I'm going to quickly answer before I go that question. Hi sir, can you make for love spell to work in long distance relationship? Yes, I'm sure Belinda will let you know, and I'm going to link to the fact that I've done Reiki distant healing. If Reiki distant healing, where the power of thought and channeling the energy and energy balls and working with that energy, if you can do that with the second level of Reiki distant healing, you can, with intention through any spell, make it possible to make it work long distance, to bring that person to you, to make that person be patient or peaceful over the long distance situation. And if you're not strong enough to be together through long distance, because me and Belinda know what it was like before I came here, then you're not meant to be together. If you're not meant to climb the mountain together, the steep mountain, holding each other up, then it's just not meant to be. Challenges in life get thrown at us, whether we're with someone or not. If we're meant to learn or deal with that problem, that's why it's been thrown at us in the first place. Didn't they say something like God, or I'd say goddess with Belinda, only gives you what you're meant to understand. And the challenges and the goals in life are only given to you because the energy, that source, the spirits, you believe that you can do it. You've chosen certain things in this path, and nothing gets given to you if you can't overcome that challenge, believe you me. And most of the time we're doubting ourselves and we need to stop. We've been given the challenge of dealing with a long distance relationship. We've been given the challenge of being married to somebody, but none of this should be a challenge. Remember, go back to your reality and ignore the bull crap in the world. That doesn't matter. Let other people deal with that low vibrational energy of politics and religion. You can be part of your own harmony, your own love, and your own peace and positivity in your own life, and take control of it. Make things work, because you have a high vibration. Anything is possible. So guys, have a good day, and I will be doing another video when it comes. Obviously, spirit just let me, and that's when they're genuine, when in your head, because they are coming through channeling when it is appropriate, when it's necessary. So have a good day and enjoy the sunshine wherever you are. If there's no sunshine, just make your life a positive one. Sit in meditation and imagine yourself in a beautiful sunlight with the breeze going by, and just put some music on and enjoy your time